What's up, guys? We're here with Abide Outdoors. We got Abide Men's Discipleship. That's one thing, but today we're talking about hunting, fishing. We got some good stories we want to tell you. We're going to laugh a lot.
I doubt that fits your head. Our boy Scottie Hager, he is one of our best friends. We got some stories.
We've got some good stories. We've been saving this. We've been working it out to try to get him up here to where we could tell this story because this story means a lot. This story has impacted us. There's several stories, but there's one in particular.
It still doesn't fit.
It still doesn't fit.
I just didn't want to be the only one.
But you know what? Hey,
they're not going to know.
they're not going to know. Well, they will now because they're watching. But it is what it is. So, all right, today is August 9th, 2025, and on September 15th, opening day of deer season.
Deer season's happening.
No, actually, lower part of the state, you know when deer season opens up?
August
15th.
Oh, it's happening.
In six days.
We're less than a week away.
And we used to do
South
that.
Carolina.
Oh man,
We
you
used to
talking
go
about
down
horseflies
to
and
we'd go down to
mosquitoes?
Jackson, South Carolina, at a place called Cowden Plantation.
Jody Robinson, John Allen.
Jody Robinson. I got absolutely beat up by a horsefly.
That's not what you said happened, but you said the horsefly got you.
You can attest to this. I mean,
He has sweet meat. Do you know that?
dude, I'm telling you, a horsefly jumped on my. It was somewhere right in here, and started going ham on a blood vessel. And before I knew it, I slapped it. When I did, these horseflies are different. This horsefly had a tick on it. Okay. It was so big.
Hold on, the horsefly was carrying a tick. If I just spit on you, I apologize.
It was worth it.
That horsefly was so big it had a tick on it.
He slapped it, and it flew up and slapped him back.
Yeah. After it shook itself off, it flipped me off, and then it come up and bit me on the ear. It hurt so bad.
I am not kidding. I was cutting something, and he kept saying, "Josh, I've been bit by a horsefly," and I said, "Okay, buddy, just
Suck
kept
it
on
up,
working."
Buttercup.
And about that time, he goes, "Josh, I believe I'm having a reaction," and his hand.
I was like, do you have an EpiPen somewhere?
I was like, "Good night," and he said, "Pretty sure that it had the virus or something."
My thumb started swelling like this. I was like, we got to go now.
Yeah. So deer season.
That's a major horsefly.
I'm telling you, deer season
big
in the
horsefly.
low country, you better be a man. If you're gonna go out there with
mosquitoes are awful.
snakes and mosquitoes.
That was before thermocells.
Yeah. Hey, let's start with one of the good deer stories, and we'll start with low country because that's when it opens up. Let's start with that.
Okay, low country.
Okay.
This is a good one for you and Scotty. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. So I wish Dad was here, but Scotty used to work with Dad.
I did.
And my dad loves to hunt. You love to hunt, and we went down to Hampton County.
Hampton County.
We used to hunt some land, and I'll tell the story. You might have to refresh.
Just embellish it all you want.
It's my lie. Let me tell it. So here's where it was. If I remember, is Dad taking you down the swamp, the Coosawhatchie Swamp?
Yep.
Walked you way down off into one of the stands. And by the way, we built the stands. Dad's about my size.
Yeah, absolutely.
And all of us had.
I'm a little chubbier.
All of my family.
But with that being said, you've lost a lot of weight.
A lot.
Thank
Weight,
you.
dude.
Over 80 pounds.
Yep.
It's a big deal.
Almost 2 years.
So you used
You're
to be a
going
bigger
30 foot up
boy.
with us.
I am.
You used to be a bigger boy.
Bigger boy.
And so what happened is we
Proud
would
of you.
build our
Thank you.
stands, and we'd go, yeah, that's about right there.
Yeah.
And so we kept building these wooden stands. This is way before all the nice metal wooden muddies and all that. So we put Scotty down off in the swamp.
They didn't have saddles back then.
No.
Sounds good.
And so it starts getting about prime time.
Oh, it's
right?
prime time.
In the evening.
Yeah.
Because we had hunted all day long. Like Roger dropped me off at this place before sunlight.
Yeah. It's dark to dark.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now we did get out for lunch and I went right back to it.
Sometimes we don't get out for lunch, but so that was a good
We
thing. That was
did,
a big
and
deal.
so we left at 12 and we were back there by 1 o'clock.
Did you see any deer?
I don't remember.
Okay, good. So
Maybe from the concussion.
So what happens is all of a sudden you realize I'm so deep dark in this swamp. You don't want to get turned around.
Nope.
You probably need to get out.
Like the sun has went down, and your daddy's exact words were,
Hold on. What are the prerequisites for safety protocol that they told you if something were to happen?
Roger said, if something were to happen, take your Glock out and shoot it 3 times in the air.
Yeah, so my dad taught me that early as a kid. If something ever happens, shoot 3 times consecutive, real fast.
Yep.
And we'll know something's
One
bad
of
wrong.
us get to you.
Yeah.
Don't do this in a public, in a crowded place.
Yeah, and by the way,
Right.
shoot into the ground.
Into the
Yeah.
ground.
And so you realize, you know what? Hunt's about over.
Hunt's over.
But I need to go ahead and start
The
walking out.
coyotes had started howling.
Yep.
Right, it
And
was
there
dark.
are legit alligators, water moccasins, and the timber rattlers there are insane.
They're real.
Like, I'm telling you, they are ginormous. And so you're thinking, let me get out where there's still a little bit of light, right? That's that last good hunting light. And then you might tell the story from here, but you go to get out of the stand.
Yeah, well, because I was supposed to meet your dad at a certain spot after the hunt.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to get down and just go to the end of the road there and meet
Let's
your
be
dad.
honest. You was afraid of the dark a little bit.
No, it was just time.
No, but I'm telling you, when you're in the swamp, it's way darker
It's
in the swamp.
much darker in the
If I
swamp.
remember, Dad was in a food plot.
He was in a food plot in
Yeah,
a field.
so-
Hey, it's
And
it's
I'm in the
okay.
deep woods.
There's a lot of guys that are afraid of the dark.
And so, no, I hunt in the swamp too. Daddy always hunted in the food plot. I was in the swamp. You come out way sooner because it's dark.
And so at 1
you're
o'clock,
afraid
he
of the
sits
dark.
me down on a pine tree that's probably 6 inches or 8 inches in diameter on the creepiest wooden,
Kusawachi swamp.
I
There's
don't even know what to call it, tree stand I've ever sat in. And honestly, I had to force myself down in it to get my hips in it because you guys are just tiny.
Yeah,
But
sorry about
you sat right on a pine knot in your L4, in your spine.
That's when you
on-
know
on
you're
the
in a
tree.
good spot. Though.
Oh, I'm telling
Oh,
you, there
good
was
spot.
we killed a lot of big deer out of that spot.
And the deer are dark colored. I did see a few does run through the swamp. They were dark, beautiful deer. But I was waiting on a buck. And so I've been sitting here for probably 5 hours or better with this pine knot in my L4.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just there the entire time. And I'm trying not to move. And so I'm numb. You know, by now I'm exhausted. I've been hot. It's August, probably 15th. Maybe it was opening day kind of thing.
hot.
I fought mosquitoes. And I just said, you know what, I'm done. It's dark down here. I'm going to go ahead and crawl down. I'm going to make my way. I'm going to go ahead and make my way to Roger. That way when he gets here, I can just jump in the truck and we'll go. Because there's a Burger King right there by that Piggly
Absolutely.
Wiggly.
You was
In-
done.
Absolutely.
You was done.
You know, I'm telling the truth.
You'd run through your sneaky snacks, hadn't you?
There, my Debbie cakes were gone. I had eaten all my little Debbies, just with my rattling my paper. I drank everything. I was sitting there thinking, I just want a Whopper Jr., order fries. Because you know what I'm talking about? Burger
I know
King's right
exactly.
by Piggly
It's the
Wiggly.
only place to eat.
And so I said, I'm just going to go ahead. So I lower my gun down. You know, I tied it on the string. Y'all had a little string there.
Yep.
And then I was like, oh, man, my backpack. So I was done. So I just dropped my backpack about
Hunt's
20
over.
feet. It's just whoosh. And it hits the ground. And so I just start trying to ease up. And, you know, your body's numb from sitting in one position 5 hours.
Yeah, think about that.
No.
L4's had a little.
My
touch.
L4 has just been compressed for 6 hours almost. It's dark. I'm hot. I'm hungry. And so I'm just like, I'm getting down. So I get down
About
and
16, 17 foot up in a tree.
yeah, 16, 17 foot in the tree. And I'm standing there on the ladder because you guys literally just made a ladder and then like this little sitting area. And so I'm trying to turn my big old self around on a ladder that's might be 18 inches wide.
Sorry about that.
And so I'm turning myself around and I get turned around and I'm holding on and you know, your body's numb and stuff. So I start to make my way down and I feel around. I'm like, oh, there's the ladder rung. And when I took the first step,
It wasn't there.
there was no ladder rung there. It was not there whatsoever. It was that I was numb and exhausted. My body was, and I thought I felt something. And it was dark, so I couldn't see. And I went 17 feet, almost to my death.
Oh.
I'm telling you.
But immediately thought you're paralyzed. You couldn't feel anything, right?
Well, I mean, I fall to the ground 17 feet in the air, land on this pine tree roots that are, because, you know, there's shallow roots there. I land on these roots.
And
then
L4 is already beaten up.
my L4 is compressed by, you know, and then when I land on these roots, I'm telling you, it is the cervix C's 1 through 7, my L1 through 8, my hips, I mean, everything. I break my coccyx. I felt like that's your tailbone for those of you that don't know. And so I'm laying there and I realize, oh my God, I'm numb. I'm tingling all over.
You're paralyzed.
I'm paralyzed. And so,
And so you know
I'm
what's the
laying
rule.
here
What's
with
the
the
rule?
coyotes howling.
Oh, dude.
I'm thinking I'm in this swamp. There's these rattlesnakes.
This is
It's
your
dark.
last day on earth.
I heard the drum beats of the death angel. I mean, it was. I thought I'm gonna lay right here in this swamp and
The
die.
Gators are going
So-
to enjoy this now.
I am going to be more than a snack.
I've just heard this from another person, so you help me out. From At this point, though, in Roger's stand,
Oh, he has no idea what's going on.
he has no idea what's going on.
No.
And him as a redneck hunter, he's not going to leave just when it's starting to get dark, especially when you got a rifle, because you can
It was
see.
still light where he was.
Okay.
And so what did you do? You did what you're supposed to do.
I
Emergency.
laid there and numb. I'm telling you, numb from my hips down. Just,
Yeah.
I can't move anything.
You're done.
I'm done. And
Paralyzed.
so I'm laying here thinking, that's it, boys.
They're going to have to medevac you out of here.
My
And-
daddy's
and
a little man
And I'm
compared to me.
thinking, Roger, weighing 140 pounds, soaking wet, is going to have to drag my 300 plus pounds out of the woods. I mean,
Swamp.
And,
He didn't get
I-
a truck to you.
No,
No.
the truck was not coming. How's he going to get me out? I'm laying here thinking I'm paralyzed. Melissa's not going to love me anymore. I mean, I'm in full panic mode.
Can't
I-
feel my
like,
toes.
I'm laying there like something bit me. I mean, I'm in here, can't feel nothing. And so I do what every grown man would do, and I'm like, help!
Did you go
I'm getting
protocol,
there.
though?
I'm getting there. Help! I'm in there.
You don't care about the deer woods at this point.
Who cares about
Forget who
deer?
wants that stand next.
I'm right there on the ground, and it's dark.
I would have loved to have been.
And I'm screaming like help! I realized
Were you near? Was he near the property line?
I was nowhere.
I would have loved to have been somebody on the other property though, just to video them.
He's in the middle of the swamp.
Middle of nowhere.
I mean,
there wasn't
no,
nobody
no.
hearing me yell.
No, the gators were coming though.
Oh, they were
I
on their way.
promise you that.
I could hear them. Like they were. I mean, I knew I was dying right there. And then I remembered I've got this Glock, and I remember Roger saying if there's ever an emergency, unholster that Glock, 3 quick shots. That lets me know. And I hear this gunshot while I'm laying here paralyzed.
Screaming.
I hear it screaming. Help! I hear I'm like, oh God. They're coming going to be shooting me while I'm paralyzed. And I didn't know what in the world was going on. So I just take that Glock and I'm pow, 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 help! Pow, pow, pow.
I'm paralyzed.
And so I roll over on my belly and I'm just army crawling like my elbows, trying to get into my backpack and to my rifle. And I was numb. I was just, all I had was my elbows and my little feet, my legs. I was just dragging them.
just dragging
me. I was leaving this trail. My L4's compressed. Now my C-spine.
With the coccyx.
All of it. My coccyx broke and I'm just crawling there.
Meantime, Rogers in the deer stand got deer on.
He done shot one.
The gun I heard was Roger. I'm over here paralyzed and dying, about to be eaten by only God knows what's in that swamp. Roger's over here shooting deer.
Because he said, so to tell his side of the story, he said, he hears something, the deer kind of, like, they know something's up, and he realizes he was going to wait till the very last minute.
Yep.
And he
Of course
realizes,
he was.
something's going on. And so and he shot one, he said.
He shot
dropped it, and they stayed in the food plot. And then you shot. And did he not shoot, did he shoot a second deer? Didn't he shoot?
No, he only killed one.
Okay.
Now, he may have shot at it.
I just remember he just kept hunting, and you're over
occasionally.
here paralyzed dead.
Oh, he didn't care about me at all. Like I'm over here, my L4 is just shot. My hips are, I'm laying here thinking my hips are crushed. I'm done, and I'm hearing gunshots.
And he's over there
Roger's
deer
just-
hunting.
Oh, he's just finding jerky. I mean, and I could see him over there. And anyway, I'm screaming, help! I've got my whole world's flashing before my eyes, and then I realize I can feel my legs dragging behind me.
Maybe not as paralyzed as I thought.
Maybe my hips aren't broken.
God is
Maybe my
intervening at
coccyx-
the moment.
And then I started feeling like really just that burning, tingling when your legs get been asleep and you feel stuff coming back alive. And I thought, man, either I've had a full-blown Holy Ghost miracle
He healed me in this swamp.
or I wasn't paralyzed, man. My legs was just asleep. Bro. I've been sitting up in that tree
He
stand
done
so long.
crammed you in that 18-inch deer stand, and your legs done fell asleep.
My legs just fall asleep.
And the pine knots on the L4 didn't help
So
you.
did you just get up and start walking?
Oh yeah, I just stood straight up. I untied my rifle, I put it over my sling.
So when Roger gets to you, what is he thinking?
I got my backpack, got my flashlight, and I got my backpack on my bag, my gun, and I tried to act like nothing happened.
What you shooting for, bud?
So Roger comes. He had that red Avalanche Chevy truck.
Oh, he probably came sideways.
I've made my way by then to where he told me to meet him in the dark, and he's bouncing through I just see headlights bouncing through the trees and stuff, and he pulls up. He's like, "Man, are you?" I was like, Man, I'm good.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
What are you talking about?
Somebody was screaming.
I just got down out of the tree. He's like, did you hear was that you shooting? And part of me down deep, I was wanting to be like, I didn't hear it.
I don't know what you're
Picked
talking
up
about, bro.
me, man. I just got, and I was like,
See what happened
yeah,
was
see.
Oh.
And Roger's looking at me like, you are an idiot.
Yeah, what happened?
His
man?
exact words were, why were you screaming at the best time for hunting and shooting your gun like a maniac? And I'm like, Roger, man, here's what happened. What happened was
the Lord healed me, dude.
it was already dark in the woods where I was at. You're out in this field. He's like, well, I just need you, since you can walk, to help me go load up this big old buck that I've killed.
I'm glad you're good because we got to go load this buck now.
And I was sitting there thinking, I just want a Junior Whopper, man, from Burger King.
Speaking of loading up a buck,
Oh, that's good.
And I just want to say, my L4 seems to be good.
you walking fine today.
I'm
bud.
sorry about that tree stand, good, bro.
Speaking of loading up a buck, it
Nationwide.
takes us to another story. Now, this happened. I was trying to think how many years ago this has probably been 20 years ago.
Yeah.
See, I worked for Roger from 01 to 04. Yeah, it's been 20 years ago
So,
that this story's about
20
to happen.
years ago. What time of the year was it?
It was
fall.
October. It was
Yeah,
October.
Duh, I know that.
But October.
It was October.
So let's say, okay, so we're in October. It's getting good. The leaves are turning, it's starting to get cool.
Oh, it's cool that morning. You could see your breath. It was prime.
Were
Leaves
you a
are
member
changing.
or were you a
I was
guest?
a guest.
I was a guest that
Okay,
year.
so me and Josh are members of this hunting club.
And we stayed at Patton Butts' campground down there.
did.
I remember that. So
Patton Butts is
we
his
all
name.
wanted to go hunt, and we love hanging out together. So it was like, let's take Scotty with us. So we
Just
take
because I'm
Scotty.
fun.
And if you remember, we said Scotty's a trophy club, and you said, I don't know, I should have known.
So
He literally-
honestly, I was thinking about that today, talking about management and how things have changed. We were in this club, and they called it a trophy club, but it was like 6 points or better.
Yeah, three on one side.
Three on one
Yeah,
side.
what a trophy, what a trophy, huh?
Things have
South
changed,
Carolina.
but
And I didn't want to kill that.
Yeah, you said, I just want to
but we stressed Scotty
6 points or better.
6 points or better.
'Cause if
Matter of
it's-
fact, I think we said it like 4 or 5 times.
And y'all
all
said
the way.
$1,000 fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was only 500, but we told you 1,000 to
Yeah.
make it worse than what
Scotty,
it was.
whatever you do, don't shoot a spike. Don't shoot a button buck. Scotty,
No, he
it's
said
got to
no.
be 6 points
I just wanna
better.
know.
And Scotty's like, Bo, I'm just on doe patrol.
I said, Brown, it's down.
Yeah.
On doe patrol.
Yep, on
And
doe
we
patrol.
put you in a spot that's probably one of the top spots out of this,
Mm-hmm.
2,000 acres. That we
Beautiful
was-
cleared field.
Yes, it's beautiful. Had this little tree line on it. In the bottom, the deer just come out.
We was crossed on the clear cut because you and I had seen an 8 point, and you was on one side and I was the other one. And it was one of those, when he comes up, he's either going to me or you.
That's right.
Y'all had hung that tree stand.
Yeah. So
Over a
we
scrape.
we go drop Scotty off that morning, and then me and Josh go getting our thing. And we were sitting there, and I don't know about
Breaking daylight. I mean, it's perfect. It's thick.
all of
It's
a
about
sudden.
20 after 7. The sun had just peeked over the tree line.
And Scotty texts me and you, and he's like, "Doe down."
Big doe down.
Actually, I wrote fat dough.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fat
Fat
doe
doe
down.
down.
I was like, "Awesome."
Thumbs up. Good job. Sweet.
We were excited for you. Well, so I don't know. It was maybe an hour or so later. I see this buck come slipping down through the woods.
He's a good one.
Pretty little 8-pointer. And I took I don't know what I was shooting. I was maybe shooting a 30-06, 270,
I think it was a 270.
maybe. And I pulled up on him, squeezed the trigger. All I see is that deer go,
Dropped.
just dropped him.
And we
Like
got
I
a
did out of
text
that tree
said
stand. Just dropped.
He got him.
L4.
Because we went in there for that buck, making that like
Sure.
Got him.
And as soon as he hit the ground,
dead as a hammer.
Josh is like, "Did you get him?" I was like, "He's dead. He's laying right where I shot him."
You said he never moved.
Yep.
And he never moved. I was like, so we start texting. We're like, let's go get Scotty's deer, and then we'll come back and get this one.
And it wasn't even 9 o'clock yet. Like we hadn't been there
By
long.
the way, my dad was with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Roger was hunting somewhere else, and where we had him, he didn't know about this clear cut, and you'll find out later. But he was somewhere else, and we go to get him.
Yeah.
And go to get
So we're
Scotty
taking some
before we
time.
get Dad.
Yeah. So it was just me and you to go get Scotty.
Yep.
So Scotty meets us kind of up the road, and I don't even know if
Y'all
you.
drove down back to the stand.
and I don't even know
Because-
if you'd been to the deer yet. Had you been to the
No,
deer
I
yet?
sat right there and waited.
Yeah.
I saw her run
so
off.
you come walking up to us, and you're grinning from ear to ear, thumbs up, We're like, "Did you get her?" He's like, "Big doe down, baby."
Big doe.
So,
Probably
so
the biggest
y'all
doe I've
two
ever
are
seen.
kind of just meandering over at the truck getting some
You
stuff.
telling me the story.
And I was like, "Where's he at?" So I start walking while y'all are. So I'm like,
Followed the blood trail. I mean, it was obvious.
so I start walking down this ditch, and as I crest over the ditch there, I looked, and this big doe had about 3 inches of horn.
Yep. On one side.
Yeah.
you shot a spike.
Shot a
A
spike.
unicorn spike.
No, it had to. It had 3 inches on one side and like just this little bitty nubbin thing.
Now,
coming out
listen,
the
for what it's worth, is a heck of a shot.
other. Heck of a shot.
Dead as a hammer.
Dead as a hammer. That deer wasn't going nowhere. So I'm sitting there in my mind thinking, we're going to have to come up with $500. And I whistle over at y'all, and y'all are like high-fiving, good job, backstraps. I was like, we got a problem. Houston, we have got a problem. And
No problem.
what's the problem?
Yeah.
What's
She's
the
not a
problem?
she.
She's not a she. She's got horns.
She's a he.
He's a he. So we're over there, and we're standing, and we're looking.
In my defense, I shot this deer at probably 70 yards away.
It's dark.
And
Almost.
and the sun had just come up and the angle, I
Sure.
just couldn't see the horn.
Yeah, I got you. So we're standing there, and Josh and me are talking, and Scott, we're sitting there, and we're all scratching our
By the way,
heads.
I remember this because one of us said $500 is a lot of diapers. We had little kids.
We had little
We
children.
have no money.
So we're standing there, and we're all kind of just like trying to figure out. It's like three men just standing there, just not doing anything, figuring out what we're going to do because we
We
don't
were
want to pay
quiet.
a $500 fine.
This ain't the first time we've been in a bind, boys.
No.
So
We'll figure this out.
as we're standing there, I'm looking down and I see this boulder. And I'm like, now, if I knock the horns off of that deer, it won't look like a buck.
Won't look like a
He
buck.
literally said, "What horns?" When we knock them off, what
They're
horns?
sitting there talking, and I don't think I ran this through them, this idea before. As they're talking, all of a sudden I
You were
come
just
by
reacting.
like Water Boy, and I'm like, and I just start trying to bash the horn. And Josh and Scotty are like, what are you doing?
So I remember after you hit wham, wham with this rock, and we were like, "What in the world?" And you reared back, hammer fisted with two hands, and you threw it down and missed the antlers and caught it right square in the head. And I mean, just
Eyeball popped out.
we were like, "What are you doing?" You said, "Give me a minute, I'm gonna fix it, dude." And so Scotty realizes this is the route, and he says, "I believe I got a hatchet in the truck."
I did try hatcheting that thing up.
Melissa
but,
bought me a hatchet.
but do you
It
you
was
know
me.
we never did get those horns off that deer?
Nope, that deer left. Nope.
I'm gonna tell you, we cut and hit until we realized I think we'll all split $500.
All right, now take that and set that to the side.
we load the truck. We load him in the truck.
We got that deer.
But we never
On the trailer.
we never checked him in at that hunting club.
Oh yeah, just keep on driving.
we
boys.
just
That's,
on driving
that's 20 years ago. That hunting club don't exist anymore.
yeah,
Right.
keep on driving, boys.
It was a legal deer.
It was a no.
legal
It
deer.
was a legal deer through DNR.
Just
It
not
wasn't-
at
it
that
was
hunting
6
club.
But
Yeah.
anyway, so let's put that deer on the trailer. Now we're all looking around, and I'm like, hey,
I know right where mine's laying.
let's go get Big Boy.
He's dead.
Let's go get Roger. And was there anybody else?
Dropped him in his
just us.
tracks.
Let's go get Roger and let's go get mine. So we go get Roger and we all pull up to the road and we've got about a 150, 200 yard walk in.
Straight down.
So we're
there.
all it's getting kind of warm midday now, mid morning, and we're like, let's
Was Ryan not there?
No, it was daddy.
let's take the coveralls off. So we're getting unloaded, and Josh or somebody's like, "Do we need to take a gun?" And I was like, "No, he's dead.
He's dead.
Dropped him dead.
Dead
Now-
as a hammer.
Now, normally you've got a sidearm. Roger's got a sidearm.
We
everybody's
stripped
got
everything off. It got hot.
It got hot, so they took. We don't walk down there with.
We
any
all go
gun.
down in one 4-wheeler,
Yeah.
We did all right up for
down a ridge. Yeah.
So my stand's still on the tree, and the buck is 170, 80 yards in the woods. So I tell Josh, he's right down here. Was it a creek?
No, it's just a hardwood bottom.
Yeah.
You said he's in the bottom. I'm gonna take my tree off the stand.
So he's down there. I'm going to go get my tree off the stand.
My
I
stand
go
off the
walking to
tree.
get my tree off the stand, and y'all interject whenever.
Stand off the tree.
My stand off
Yeah,
the tree,
that's what I
sorry.
meant. So I'm getting my stand off the tree. I'm getting the stand off the tree, and Josh is starting walking this way. Roger and Scotty are walking around. They're just observing the woods and stuff.
Beautiful hardwood
First
bottom.
time I'd ever been down
Yeah,
there.
it's
It was
a pretty
beautiful.
place.
So
Acorns on the
as
ground.
I'm walking down to this deer, it is laying butt away from me, and I see the wide rack, and I'm like, "Great, dang, what a
killed a
deer!"
monster.
And so you got to
just laying
imagine.
there, right?
Yeah. And so you got to imagine I'm walking to him butt like this. And then all of a sudden he goes.
The
and
buck turns around and looks at
He
you.
lifts his
around, looks at
head
Josh.
and looks at me. And I go, guys, he ain't dead. And as I scream, he's not dead. That scream spooked him a little bit. And he's trying to get up. I don't know what else to do.
So what happened was
Except
I spined the deer.
Probably
Yeah.
the L4.
Yeah.
Probably the
L4.
I take off running and I
Look, you're
literally,
screaming at me. You're like, the deer's not dead. I'm like, the deer is dead.
dude, and so I just take off running and he's literally and he's got up on his fronts. And so I jump. And when I jump, I straddle him like you're riding a horse, grab his antlers, and I leg sweep him. And as I leg sweep him, he kind of falls. And I know, I got him. Y'all gonna come kill him.
By this time, I can see that there's some commotion going
There's a
on.
little commotion happening.
I drop my tree stand and I'm hollering at Roger and Scotty,
Who always have a gun.
who always have a gun.
Always have a
Now
side
I'm
piece.
running to
Always.
Josh and I'm like, help is on the way. You know, I'm running. And
I look
I'm
at
like,
Roger. I'm like, what are they doing?
yeah. They see Trey running and Josh is doing cartwheels in the woods.
Well, because the deer
Roger-
wants to get up and I'm
Roger
trying to
and
hold
Scotty
on.
are walking down to there. So me and Josh now are both wrestling this deer. Okay? And we're trying to figure it out and what's going on. And we're like,
And there's
has anybody
no
got a
gun.
gun? Nobody's got a gun. We're like, what are we going to do? And Roger's like, I got a pocket knife.
And with every minute that passes, a second that passes, this deer's getting a lot of either
Strength.
adrenaline and strength. It's getting harder to hold him and leg sweep him every time he gets up. And so Dad has a knife.
Your dad has a Gerber 3.5 inch serrated.
It was called a kiss.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. And so I'm holding, and he hands
it to me.
It wasn't even 3 inches. It was probably 3 inches.
And so
maybe.
I'm holding, and all of a sudden,
I don't know what happened. Listen,
I
all I'm thinking, when I shoot a deer with my rifle, I want to shoot him through the lungs.
It was a Columbia River kiss knife. I
exact-
remember
That's
it.
exactly.
It was silver.
I'm like, get him.
I take the knife from
I'm
Roger.
thinking Trey's about to slit his throat, put this deer out of his misery, and he comes in screaming like a gut shot Indian holding a knife.
Oh, God.
And all of a
I
sudden,
went 100% Last of the Mohicans on this
and
deer.
when I tell you, he starts stabbing at a rate that's exactly what knife it was. He starts stabbing at a rate of someone I've never seen, and he's going, gah, gah, gah. And
Trying to kill this deer.
And with every stab, he's lunging with more strength.
Just because we're trying to put it out of its misery. We're not just having fun.
And he's stabbing, and he's so excited about everything.
It sounded like a
that I
woodpecker.
said, "What are you doing?" And Trey, he screams out, and he goes,
I'm lunging him.
I'm lunging him. I'm lunging him. And so he's over there stabbing him, screaming, I'm lunging him.
Oh
Going
my
2.5
gosh.
inches
And
into
he's
it.
just making that deer mad.
I don't think I broke the
And
skin.
That deer finally is getting up on his legs. And I mean, we can't leg sweep him anymore. I'm twisting his antlers
It
every
was like
which
a
way.
rodeo.
It was the god awfulest. And I literally just I grabbed a knife and I run it in his neck and cut his jug. And all of a sudden he said, "Oh."
The deer was like, thank
with,
you.
But with all that going on, Roger's walking around in that bottom looking up. This is one of the prettiest places I've ever seen.
Exactly what
And
it
look, this circus is going on. Dad said, "Y'all ain't never taken me to this hard way." All of a sudden,
We're sitting there and our adrenaline, it was an emotional ride.
I was dumbfounded. I'd never seen anything like this in my life.
I just tried to stab this deer at least 25 times.
Oh, yeah.
Never broke the skin.
125.
It would not stop.
Never broke the skin. Josh is traumatized.
It was bizarre.
There's blood on everybody.
I'm telling you, once it went down, we just literally no one speaking.
No.
And it's one of those deals where it's like,
Roger's
good
like,
night.
dude, you got blood all over my knife, dude.
And I mean this.
All he was worried about was that blood on his knife.
There was this place of like, thank God that is over, right? Like,
We
oh.
didn't say anything for a
No,
while.
and so
we just looked at each other.
man, it was like, oh, that was crazy.
What just happened?
And one of us said, dropped him in his tracks, did you? Got him.
Because
Huh?
Trey had been bowed up. I dropped him.
I did drop
right
him
where
in
he
his
lays.
tracks.
Dropped him right where he lays.
So we load this deer, and as we throw him in the
On
back,
the four-wheeler that all four of us had ridden down on.
all the way
That's
back
true.
up the ridge, we get it in the back of the truck. We load it with the spike that looks like
A doe.
a doe.
The deformed.
And so we
Crushed
load
face.
him up, and we look, and he's just, I mean, he has 100 stab wounds, it looks like,
On
all
his
over
left
him.
side,
Hold on.
he has no hair left on his torso.
Back up. When we loaded him on the four-wheeler, do you guys remember what happened? He went,
He did. Just thank God that's over.
the deer took its last breath after we had picked it up and loaded it.
We put him in the back of the truck, and it was one of those. I don't know. We talked much all the way to the processor.
No, there was nothing to say.
And you know how it happens when you know it's about that time of morning before lunch. Everybody's dropping deer off, and we backed up, dropped the tailgate, and I'll never forget with that processor.
That processor. Now you got to understand, this is the Calhoun Falls, Abbeville, South Carolina.
McCormick, good old McCormick folk.
This guy is as redneck as
Country's
redneck
a
can
turn
be.
of
And he has seen some things.
All of his life.
You
That's what
can't
he's
get
done.
to his place unless you know how to get there.
And this man has seen some things. He's seen some deer.
Probably processed deer for, 20, 30 years.
Oh, man. And when we dropped that tailgate,
He looked at us like, y'all were some sick perverts.
he literally said, "What'd y'all do to these deer?"
But he used some vernacular. That
Yeah,
we're not
Yeah,
gonna
he used some
use.
words we can't use.
First, he's looking at a spike that's got half of the skull hanging off.
His
Okay,
eyeball popped out.
We tried to help that deer. We was trying to help
that's
that
got
deer.
chiseled marks from where we tried to get the horns off. Then he sees this other buck that's got a split throat and has got at least 25.
Puncture wounds. I wouldn't call them
Puncture
stabs.
Yeah, no. And there's hair missing on almost everywhere on this deer.
That deer was bald on that one side.
His hair is all jacked up, and we're exhausted.
No.
We're exhausted.
I was just like, Bud, I'm sorry.
And we didn't give him an explanation.
No.
We just dropped him off and filled out the meat. Don't you know that guy said, "Boys, I don't know what these men just do these deer."
Only thing I remember said when he said that is Trey looked at both of us, looked at him and said, "It's a long story." That's all he said. And we were just dead quiet.
You know what though? Deer season
That's
is
good times.
Deer season's coming.
That's
And-
two different hunts, by the way.
Oh yeah, deer season's about to be here, and we said let's tell some deer stories. But do you know though that honestly, season after season, some of the greatest stories I have in my life is sitting out in the woods. That we've been abiding as friends, been abiding with God, doing ministry. That man, you go in the outdoors. There is this place where we get to experience. Yes, just God, but dude, there's been some fun experiences with each other, hanging out, and there are so many more deer stories. To tell.
Yep. So I guess you know in the fall where we're going to be. We're going to be in the woods. We love it.
When the woods come alive, it's real quiet, and then
Yep.
all of a sudden it just comes alive.
I love it.
We love it. We encourage you to get out in the woods and listen. We've got stories from last deer season. I mean, we've created.
Didn't Jason Browning miss a deer with his crossbow?
3 deer.
Jason
He,
Brown.
he missed 3 deer.
Not one, then.
No,
Okay.
no, it's 3 deer.
Jason Brown and
We shot 5 though.
Yeah.
In Kentucky.
That's right.
Jason missed 3. Just
Yeah, he did.
Keeping record.
Jason Brown is a good pastor, friend of the Metro Church of God in Alabama.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. He's a great pastor.
Great pastor.
Terrible deer hunter, but he's a great pastor.
Deer hunter. But hey,
And great friend.
yeah,
What a great
you got to
friend.
start somewhere, bud.
Just back what you were saying about deer hunting, even Scripture says that creation or the heavens, creation declares the glory of God.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
And I mean, you just sense it and see it when you're out there.
And is it not that when you said it comes alive, there's something that comes alive in you?
Oh, yeah.
And I say this all the time, but I mean it. God's only given me so many days on earth. There's only so many sunrise and sunsets I'm going to see. I don't want to see as many as I can.
Yep.
I love to be there when the woods comes alive and something comes alive in me, especially with good buds and hanging out.
And
It's
enjoy
awesome.
it. Not to get all sentimental and sappy, but
Oh, yeah.
it's just like the little saying that says the last hunt you had with your buddy could be the last hunt you had with your buddy. So go hunting, go fishing, go have a good time. And even if it looks like it is a whirlwind at the time taking place and you're trying to figure out what the processor is going to report you as to the game warden, looking back, I wouldn't take that story away from nothing.
No.
That's a memory that I'll never forget, and you'll make memories out in the woods, guys.
That's right.
But
Hey, go abide with him and abide outdoors. We love
Scotty,
you so
we
much.
love you. Thank
Hey, I
you for
love
being
you
a part
guys.
of these stories.
Glad
We
to
love
be
you
with you
guys.
tonight.
Check us out on our next one. See you later.